Welcome back. We are us, and this is let's call it a comeback episode of Silksong. So last episode was an utter travesty. Do I really need to expand on it beyond that? Assuming, of course, that you watched it, I shouldn't have to. If you didn't watch it, I can't really blame you. I basically killed a mini-boss and then proceeded to die on repeat. For no real reason. Well, not necessarily. The lady that makes maps would produce a new map for that new area, which I now have. Oh, by the way, so I did a little bit more exploring in that area. I shouldn't have, I know that. It's a whole other thing, but I did some more exploring in that area, and as you can see, there are some new icons on the map, and that's mostly because I bought. I'll handle things in order. I did some extra exploring, accidentally ran into a vendor in the Hunter's Marsh, which is where we were doing some light exploring before I ended the video, after dying. If I'm not mistaken, after I died at the end of that video, I then went on to die again and then lose all of the beads I had again. So, it was a particularly awful episode. Then, after I calmed down, I went back and I farmed, and I farmed, and I farmed, and I farmed beads. 20 at a time, but it's an extremely quick grind, even though the amount dropped is very low. It takes an hour to get about 1,500. Of course, that's if you're efficiently using your dash to get through, to get in and out as quickly as possible. So, as you can see, I have purchased a lot of stuff. Well, actually, it's really only these two, I think, that were purchased. That's just the stuff that's here, though. So this basically, as you can see at the bottom, any loose beads will be pulled toward the wearer. This effect is incredibly strong. When it came to grinding, I did it again. I actually did it twice. I acquired... The first time I stopped at about 1,500, maybe a little more than 1,500 beads. Then I went on a buying spree. Ended up with about 500-ish left. And that's where I was going to stop. But I didn't. Instead, I stopped playing then, but I came back today and grinded some more because I realized there was also another vendor back at, where is it? What's the name of it? Bone Bottom. There's a little old lady at the bottom there who's selling all sorts of good stuff. Well, she was. She's now only selling a mask piece that I don't really need right now since I only have one other one. I think it takes 3 to level up your health. Anyway, so she also had she had the blue trinket that you just saw, the magnetite brooch, and she also had this. So, me being me, I bought it just now after a significant amount of grinding. I think I had about 2,600 beads. Oh, we need 4 mask pieces because she has a weird head. I don't know what I'm going to stick this in yet, but it's going. I don't have craft metal. This is a lie. That isn't it? I feel like I think I got craft metal from something. I don't remember what. I didn't find another one of those I don't know what to call it. The places where you mine them from. There's a proper term for it. I can't be bothered to remember it right now, though. So, apparently I acquired this at some point, and I don't remember where exactly, but it was in between the end of the episode and me stop my ending of the entire play session. So, that's nice. That would explain one of the other reasons why we're where we currently are. So, speaking of where we currently are, I bought most of the stuff that the craftsman can craft for you that doesn't require the craft metal. So, my tools do a little bit more damage, as you can see at the bottom right there. I don't... Oh, right. There's also the merchant who's over in... Is it Pilgrim's Rest, or is it... Yeah, that's the only other one. Yeah, so there was a merchant over in Pilgrim's Rest. To describe it, it's basically a building you have to go into, remember? And there's also a bench in there. Oh, I remember how I died at the end of the episode. I sat in the trap after realizing it was a trap. Because I didn't realize that the trap swung from the right, which is where I was trying to go to avoid it. Anyway, that's not relevant anymore. So I went back. I did a lot of traveling. I went back to that particular vendor, bought pretty much everything he has to offer. And one of those things was increasing the capacity of our shell shard pouch. We can carry a whole 500 now. It's fine, though. It really is. Oh, I also bought more markers, as you can see. So we now have hunter markers as well. Being rich is pretty nice. I also do need to swap this so I know where I am at all times. The magnetism's cool and all, but oh yeah, I also bought the magma bell from the craftsman that's nearby. It basically reduces the damage you take from falling in lava or any other heat-based damage by 1 health. So, that's a thing. I bought it because it's going to be... Wait, didn't I buy that while recording, though? Because I couldn't... It was between this and the trap, and the trap wasn't... Given how not great this is, also, I now carry 15 instead of 12. So... They do more damage. I carry more of them now. If it still wasn't just so terrible, things might actually be looking up for this straight pin here. Anyway, where we're going, we need the magma bell, so I'll keep it equipped. I've used the warding bell a significant amount now, and what I was hoping would happen when equipped with it was that if you're trying to heal, you're waiting for it to channel and you get hit, the hit does no damage and the heal still goes off. That is not the reality we live in. Instead, you get hit. You might still take damage, I don't know. Typically when it was triggered, a lot of stuff was happening. So I don't know if you actually take no damage or what happens, but I do know that most important of all, your healing channel gets interrupted and all of that silk gets taken from you. So, enjoy that, I guess. I mean, if I had to equip something, it'd probably be the warding bell, assuming that it does, in fact, protect you from damage. But at the moment, I don't even want to think about it. Didn't mean to do that. Walked right past the shop. So, yeah. We're going to get this. Okay, I'll level with you. The other vendor has what I think is a weapon. I can't be sure because he doesn't speak the language that all of the other bugs do. He's borderline feral. Speaks in R and stuff like that. So that's what he's got going on. I don't remember if what I think is a weapon or a tool he's selling requires the craft metal, because I don't know what that particular tool does. This stabbing trap, I have a general idea of how that works. But the thing he has, I don't know. Oh, and if you're wondering why I have so few beads, even though I just said a little while ago that I had like 2,600, don't worry. I didn't pull a stupid and lose all of them again. No. See, I learned my lesson. And there are some NPCs that sell stuff like this shard bundle here. Well, you can't lose your shards, so it's not a very good comparison, but it'll help. There are NPCs that sell bead bundles, and apparently, I don't know what I thought before, but apparently these bead bundles basically just let you bank them, so you can keister them and not lose them when you die like an idiot, and then die again immediately before reclaiming them, or your silk, whichever you'd like to think of it as. That's not the way that should work. But you know what I mean. If you die back to back before reclaiming your silk, you'll still have the beads that are bound. Quiet, and that looks like this. So I'm looking at this, and it says it contains 60 rosaries. Now, that sounds great. You multiply 60 times 20, good stuff, right? Except for the part where it cost 80 to make these. And I bought as many as I could hold. I feel that urge to be angry rising. I feel it. But I'm not going to let it have its way. I also spent some beads on extra stuff like the map for the area we were in last episode at the very end. Not that hot mess with the bouncing flowers. Though they are there as well, so it's not like we're free of the nonsense. Right. So, the reason why we're here is because I want to buy this so I never have to come back here again. Did you just try to flirt? She said the forage would always be hot. Is that a euphemism? Is she making sexy talk on the sly? I hope not, because she is a big girl. Anyway. We're going down. So, remember, I bought a key. A key. Wait. Yeah, anyway, so I bought a key. It probably can open the door over there. I also found another door somewhere else, and for the life of me, I cannot remember. It was on the left side, though. Well, the left side of the screen. So, I don't know where that one was. I don't remember. Maybe it's up here, and because I didn't have a map at the time, I couldn't mark it. I also can't wait to find out what that is. Going up there is a bad idea, but he has wares and I have coin, so bad idea it may be, but we are going. Still, I don't know if I should actually bother. Okay, we can mark the door for later. So it's fine. So long as I find it. And I don't know if that's it or not. Also, don't forget that we have, where is it? We also have to go up here and do the bounce flower stuff to wherever this goes and whatever may be at the end of it. There are apparently 2 sections, though, with bounce flowers. There's this one up here, which is the main objective, and then there's one just below it, which leads somewhere else. I don't know where, but I have to know. So, I'm just going to go ahead. And use the key. So, yes, I did buy the weighted belt, so I would no longer be knocked around. No. I don't like the look of this. Come on over here, bud. And you know, if I'd had the magnetite brooch, we wouldn't have lost those beads. At least I don't think so. It takes a little bit before they become permanently magnetized to you. So they might be able to just fall into the lava. No real reason for me to bother with that. Maybe we can go ahead and mark it. So, no is the answer. In case you were wondering. No. Nope. I hate just all of that. Hey, at least this thing respawns. So I can just bully it from below for free. Okay. Really? Bastard was beefy. Let's get another charge and then we'll continue. I really wish the tool actually provided charges, but that could be kind of gross, so it's fine that they don't. Oh, right. I have to swap my tool out at the... Yeah. Okay, that actually upsets me. I was just spamming the button to cancel the menu interaction, but I guess we're just going to be full health now. There are worse things to be. No. Gotta go. Hate it here. So one of these guys has to die. By the way, in case you're wondering what that is upsetting. That is my heat resistance recharging. Nice. Flint slate. Sharpening slate made from cut and polished flint gem. Temporarily superheats the needle's blade, imbuing each slash with flame and increasing lethality. So I guess we're just going to be rocking the flint slate for a very long time, because there's no way that isn't good. So I was thinking to myself, you know, just as you do. That's annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, give me that. I was thinking to myself, why in the world would you want to clash blades with an enemy? And it looks like because you basically negate their damage, even if the attack itself goes through you. I mean, for some reason we want this open, but I'm upset. -1. Mother fricking. I'm going to open a zoo of corpses. Oh, frick, I was too busy looking at this guy trying to figure out if he was the same enemy that we fought in the gauntlet that was at the end of last episode. Well, it just kept going, too. You know what happened? I saw him doing the throwing animation. And even as it happened, I saw everything that happened all at once. I went in to get the last hit in order to get enough silk to heal. I hit him, saw him throwing, knew I needed to get out of there, hit the dash button, saw his attack being knocked back at him. And unfortunately, when I hit the dash button, I didn't hold back. So I went into him, and now we're here. I will say it was a fascinating experience. For a moment, anyway. So what does this area look like? There might be... I need to get my... I don't know if that's a cocoon or what, but I need to get that. Worth a try. I do need to butt bully somebody. Anyway. Just going to go ahead and farm this thing. And now we need another charge just so we can make sure we get through to the cocoon. I do want to come back here, but the hard way, not the easy way. Because I want to see what's further below. But I can't really bring myself to chance that without reclaiming the cocoon first. I'm just going to call it a cocoon because I cannot be bothered to constantly be second guessing what it is. Come on. Oh, no. I'm in danger. Crap. Get juked. I will go ahead and farm this guy. What the frick? We've missed it. I'm not a fan of having a rampaging bull down there. That is actually... The thing that really messes me up there is the fact that the explosion radius on that grenade is tremendous. Crap. What? Oh, yeah, I could have done that before in order to stop the rampaging, now that I think about it. Anyway, we have to go all the way down. How do we... It's because I'm not fat enough, isn't it? Huh. Dang it. Mother fricking... Almost. I don't know how you thought that was going to work for you. Okay. I don't need this. And now we heal. Let's see if that thing comes back. Yes. Oh, we got another craft medal. So, by the way, the guy's grenades apparently hurt everyone. Except for him, of course, probably because of his helmet or something. Whoop. No, I hate this. Really? This land is my land. Probably going to have to go around. Oh yeah, by the way, I unlocked these two things as well. So we also have couldn't? Alright, I want to change our tool. Now, if the... What is it? Flint gem. Oh, flint slate. If that's only good for a single attack, not good, you know? Could be trash, even. So we need to head back to reality. Deep docks, that's right. Yeah. Oh. Right, I came here, took one look at it, didn't like it. That's fine. What's up with this place? Probably going to get the ability to use these here. Oh, it's this guy. I unfortunately had this boss spoiled for me. The frick is this? Airship? Well, the traps are not going to work against enemies in the air. So I bait him with violence. I want to touch the ring. We only lost 1 health as opposed to 2. Those rings don't appear to be anything, but I've been wrong before. Huh? Don't mind if I do. Well, aren't you a sight? Nope, don't tell me. You're as odd as they come. You're poised, your form. Are you hunted? Pursued? The Citadel would see a fine prize in you. It is as you say, madam. Veiled bugs brought me to your land. I seek them now for answers. Ha! Fierce, too! These are bleak times, but a powerful stray like you could certainly cause some change. Well then, I've no love for that holy caste, and I do worry for this kingdom's ailing state. If you're seeking to settle a score, perhaps I can lend some aid. If you're planning to ascend from these low fields, you'll be needing some lift, and I'm just the bug to help. Head for the caves beyond my home. The bugs within produce a spine with a marvelous core, flexible yet strong. Cut their spines and collect the cores. Return to me and I'll soon have your old cloak transformed into something far more buoyant. A smart choice. Get out there and gather those spine cores, and best you be quick about it. As nice as it is to have the company, if you hang around too long, those Citadel bugs will turn their gaze on me as well. So, I guess we're doing this now. So what are we doing exactly? There it is. Hunt hokers in the far fields. Okay. Are you a hoker? I know you're not. I'm kidding. I kid. And I kill. But I kid. Okay. It took... There we go. Give Papa his just desserts. Motherfricking... Ugh. Do we really need... Mine? So I actually do need to kill this guy. So how... Hold on. I did not read the instruction manual for the Sting Shard. Lethal trap formed of tightly bound blades. Once placed, the trap will pierce enemies that come to contact. Oh my god! So, you remember that thing I said where this won't work against... I thought we killed him. Explain this. Why? Why am I like this? Don't you dare. Motherfricking. I don't know how many we need. I don't particularly care. Ooh. I'm a little upset about that. What if I... Give me that back. I hate it here. Everything's against me. So I could basically farm these guys much easier if I was willing to give it a chance. And by that I mean... I don't need you anymore. What is that? Oh, that's his spine. Cool story, bro. Look here, you little shadow muppet. I'm not going to chance ending up in the lava. Well then, I can tell by the prattling from within your cloak your hunt was a success. If you'll kindly pass over the cores, I can get to work. Perfect. These should be more than enough. Wait there just a moment and we'll soon have you soaring up and away from these lowlands. Why, I don't need to make my own sound effect. They have it covered. And thus we have received the Drifter's Cloak. Hold A in the air to flare the cloak to ride strong winds or glide gracefully.
Hasbin?
This is fine work, seamstress. Your modifications will aid me greatly. You're quite welcome, dear. I've a rare opportunity to practice such intricate sewing, and a warrior sort like you will be able to properly appreciate my additions. Float away now, stray one, and do try not to die. I'd rather not have my hard work go to waste. I'll just take a quick seat over here and sew those up real. Just a moment, dear. Before you scurry off, do not make me kill you. I have had such fun voicing you. I'm loath to spoil the surprise, but curiosity begs me to ask. Do you know why they pursue you, those Citadel bugs?
Benny Frank?
No certainty, but I've a strong suspicion. They hunt me for my nature, for the silk produced within my shell. Aha! Truth, no doubt. In Farloom, yours is a rare skill, prized beyond measure, to channel one's soul within a thread. Soul and silk inseparably linked. It is a skill almost lost from Farloom. Those old weavers shared it, but they're long dead now.
Cadestre.
There is another alive in this kingdom that shares my nature, or some part of it. I've seen silk similar to my own. It snares the shells of those upon the roads. I've seen it wrap them, possess them whole. There is will within that thread, one that seems to come from somewhere above us. The Citadel.
Madon.
Good sharp sight you've got. That Citadel, all roads towards, and all answers waiting. And a long climb up there, my dear. Now, it's time you get going. Your style and your silk sure are fine, but stay too long and you'll only be trouble for me. Just went ahead and farted on her chair. She's a pleasant person, but kind of has an attitude. I love the goofiness of the floating. Look at her, look at her body just sort of. Also, let's not think too much on the fact that we're constantly getting upskirted by Hornet here. Real quick, let me see how long we've been recording, and that's not how that goes. Oh, just at an hour, too. And I didn't even get to do the other thing I wanted to do back in the deep docks. Over here, I wanted to check out this marker and see what this room was all about. But then we ended up... Good Lord. We took care of business and then some, didn't we? And we still never made it up here to Hunter's Marsh. Or March, not Marsh. All things considered, though, today was profitable in the extreme. What the frick is... Oh, that's the thing that was in the background. Then there's stuff up here, and then there's this thing. I don't know where that goes. There's this over here, but I can get to that through the deep docks instead of having to go through the hassle of, well, we do need to visit this before we go over here, so I guess we can do that. How do we get up there? I don't want to make this episode. Today is the beginning of my day off from work, but I've got stuff to watch today. Oh, we can... Okay. Oh, that's a whole thing we can do, apparently. So I've considered using the weighted belt before. You know, recently. Oh, well, I thought I could get this thing up here, but unfortunately not. Okay, so first things first, the trap, incredible. Admiral Akbar would be beside himself it's way better than I thought it would be. I thought it would be something you just throw, or at least drop on the ground, or maybe toss on the ground, and then enemies that walk into it take damage, and then they can walk through it, and maybe the first time they walk into it, it pushes them back, and then after that, when they walk through it, they take continuous damage until they're through it, and you can make use of it like that. It's so much better. I can understand why they were disturbed by the schematics of it. The thing is violent in the extreme, and honestly, it is so good. I do appreciate that she turns to look to see who enters her abode before getting back to work. I do appreciate that little touch. Devs, I see what you did there, and I appreciate that. So, that is going to do it for today's video. This was just something to make up for the previous video being exactly what it was. Whatever words you choose to describe it with. This isn't something I usually do, but I do like this game. And it's not like I'm bad at it or anything. I don't know what was going on that day. I mean, it was partially the bounce flowers driving me slightly insane, but, well, yeah, that was so, it's not like the bounce flowers were that big of a deal even then. So I don't know what was going on, but I was absolutely performing terribly that video. And I'm still partially of a mind that I should put this playthrough on hold so I can finish the other game first and then devote all of my focus to this one so that I don't end up losing the sense I have for things like the movement, attacking, how to use the tools, and all of the other stuff. Where I currently am, where I'm going, because this only gets 2 episodes a week. This one gets 3 this time because last episode was an abortion. So, I guess I know what I'm going to title that video now. So, I'm considering putting this one on hold so I can come back to it and just be able to focus on it like it deserves. So I don't forget how everything in the game works, how it feels, and timings and all of that. For example, the bounce flowers, the timing for those isn't particularly bad, but I'm using the analog stick for the dive attack, so I've got a maybe 80-20 chance of either not activating the dive attack or activating it in the wrong direction. Those two being the 20%, by the way. 80% of the time I can get it done correctly. But there's always the chance that something can go just the tittiest of tits up. Anyway, I've gone on for far too long about absolutely nothing, so I'm going to let you go. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.